In this video, I want to give you guys a rundown of a bunch of new PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 game updates. Open world survival horror action RPG Bleak Faith Forsaken has gotten an official trailer. This game was first funded via Kickstarter back in 2019. We'll talk about that. Ghost Runner, a game that is received very well, is going to be coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series. 4K resolution, 120 frames per second, and more upgrades are coming with that version. No Man's Sky's Prism update is now available, and Layer, a brand new space opera RPG, has gotten a brand new trailer. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, open world survival horror game RPG Bleak Faith Forsaken, again kickstarted back in 2019, and it's described as a third-person open world survival horror action RPG set in a universe you've never experienced before. Play as one of the Forsaken, the last frontier of humanity against the growing horrors of the Omni structure. As you find yourself stranded in a faraway outpost, you must adapt in order to survive. The world won't wait for you, though. You must venture into the unknown. Your faith will decide your fate. Key features note: open world. The architecture of the world, the Omni structure, is a huge aspect of the game, meticulously designed and crafted. Bleak Faith aims to provide an emergent narrative method coupled with more structured, traditional moments. The world of Bleak Faith is a labyrinth, tapping into an innate, curious instinct we all have when we faced with many defined branching choices. We focus on creating a strong sense of curiosity about the path not taken by offering unique and compelling content in every area of the world. Having said that, the world employs both vast open areas and more linear openness in Metroidvania fashion. The aim is to evoke the same feeling of wonder and excitement that you felt the first time you played a game, the first time you experienced 3D graphics, the first time you experienced something that felt formative and not habitual. The game also notes brutal combat. Expect tight and meticulously crafted and expanded combat that brings tempo and action to this world in amazing quality and detail. We're not shying away from a challenge, and we're going all in. Despite being a small team, we couldn't accept a simple, mundane combat system. We are making it fleshed out and very robust. The combat communicates the danger in adrenaline-pumping fashion, fast, responsive, and unforgiving. You will earn and feel every victory. Nothing comes easy. Approach combat in your own way. However, choose stealth over face-to-face combat, choose ranged over melee, choose technomancy over more traditional combat styles. The system allows you to express yourself through combat or through avoiding it, so it looks like it's going to give a lot of option and give it to the player's hands. Ecosystem, it notes how better to experience the unyielding uncertainty of the Omni structure than through a simulated ecosystem of factions and AI groups. Inhabitants of the Omni structure will compete among themselves, grow and expand, change and adapt. The food chain in the ecosystem will, as a result, mold to every playthrough. And of course, survival of the fittest here. Fight against the odds and stay alive despite the Omni structure's ever-growing threat. Craft, scavenge, hunt, and find ways to excel. Pick a class, upgrade stats, augment your character, create equipment, and stay healthy. Resist the puppet plague and the many afflictions present in the world, which can change the outcome of your journey entirely. Bleak Faith Forsaken is planned for a release on PC via Steam in 2021, followed by a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One release at a later date. A brand new Steam promo trailer has dropped, and you can check that out. Game is shaping up quite nicely. Liking the look of the game. Definitely something a little bit more dark and mature by looks of it. Getting some vibes of a Souls-like title as well, but the combat is looking quite nice. We'll see how the game ultimately turns out. Hopefully it does meet its 2021 window on PC. Alright, moving on from that, Ghost Runner, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series version is coming September 28th, 4K resolution, 120 frames per second, so they're going all in with this one. Ghost Runner will be dropping PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series versions, both physically and digitally, on September the 28th in North America and Europe for just $29.99. The PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series versions will support HDR, ray tracing, 3D audio, 4K resolution, 120 frames per second, and fast loading time, so it's going all in terms of all the features that you do want out of a PlayStation 5 game. Obviously, that is not going to be typical with every PS5 title, but cool to see that they were able to implement everything with Ghost Runner. On top of that, it'll be including all modes added since launch, including the time attack style kill run mode and intuitive photo mode. One more level will continue to expand the title even further throughout the year, with the recently announced roguelike wave mode and more accessible assist mode coming later this summer. Ghost Runner 2 is in development as well, so hopefully that turns out pretty well, but if you've yet to check out Ghost Runner, you'll be able to pick it up on PS5, Xbox Series come September 28th, and they will be available with free upgrades if you do already own a copy on PS4 and Xbox One. Alright, moving on from that, No Man's Sky, yet another update. Here we have the Prisms update for No Man's Sky, which adds various visual improvements, and on top of that, you have improvements like reflections, fur, refractions, improved rain, more stars, new particle effects, DLSS, which is awesome to see on PC as well. That's great if you are playing the game on PC, and you do have improvements for next generation consoles and Xbox One X. Screen space reflections have been used to add stunning reflective surfaces, volumetric lighting, hyperdive warp effects, deep learning super sampling, richer caves, parallax occlusion mapping, meteorological rewards, improved torch visuals, refractions, appearance modifier, UI refresh, exotic companions, dramatic starfields, creature fur, photo mode improvements, light shafts, bite beat sharing and drum improvements, movable freighter bases, extra planetary details, improved rain effects, synthesis laboratory, particle effect improvements, quality of life improvements, rideable flying creatures, and space station core. So there's a lot more in the full patch notes as well, so you guys can check that out. But nice to see No Man's Sky continuing its track record of improving pretty much month by month. I mean, they've been rolling out updates for the game consistently, and if you go through the full patch notes, my god, so many fixes, so many tweaks, so many improvements here. I just went over the brief section, so do check out the entire patch notes if you're interested. Lastly, I do want to note that Kotaku Games has released the Star Child version of the announcement trailer for New Age Space Opera Strategy RPG Relayer. Now, this is a game that I've been talking a little bit about. It's got a focus on mechs, but when I talk about mech games, usually I'm thinking about it from a action-oriented standpoint, like some of the old-school Gundam titles. However, this one being a strategy RPG, a little bit of a difference compared to the games I think that I was thinking about when it comes to Zone of the Enders or even like a Dynasty Warriors Gundam. But hey, at least we have a focus on mechs, and I am excited for it, and being a space opera strategy RPG could be an interesting combination to go there. Relayer is due out for both PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 in 2021, and it's seeing a worldwide release. That was made abundantly clear, so this will be coming to both Japan, North America, Europe, everywhere. You'll be able to check this game out, so don't worry about that. It's not going to be like a 1-2 year delayed release over here in the States or anything like that. It's going to be a worldwide release, so that's exciting. But yeah, brand new trailer for that as well. But that's going to wrap up this one. Again, keep your eyes open and peeled to the action RPG Bleak Faith Forsaken. Game looks pretty good based on the trailer. Getting some Souls vibes from it. I imagine the game's going to be quite challenging, but definitely one I'm excited for. Ghost Runner for PS5 and Xbox Series drops September 28th. No Man's Sky's Prisms update with a bunch of improvements has dropped, and Relayer has gotten its first trailer, the Star Child version that is. That's gonna wrap up this one. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.